Hi everyone. I have not been back for a minute. This is my week 7 and 8 postpartum video log. And I'm really excited because we did our 2-month checkup with the doctor. And so Winter is very tall. She weighs about 14 pounds, 4 ounces. So our rough guesstimates were pretty on point. And she's doing great. She's a very happy baby. She's sleeping right now, but I will take this in here to show her in a minute, to show you her. Oh my gosh, my brain. So she's doing really good, and I'm feeling really good. My body's feeling good and stronger. I mean, after you have a baby, you go through a lot of different things, and everybody feels something different. For me, I just felt really weak in my legs. I did so many squats, and I did so much just with my lower half during the last couple of weeks of pregnancy into the birth. And so I was very sore, and I felt kind of weak for a while in my lower half, pelvic floor, my legs. So I'm starting to feel stronger in that way again, which is nice. And, things have been good with the kids. Wyatt and Esme are doing really well, and they're adapting well with the baby. I definitely think Esme has shown some middle child tendencies where she gets so excited about the baby and she just wants to kiss it so bad. But, I do find that the moment I get the baby to sleep is when Esme runs in and she's like, oh, I want to kiss the baby, or can I hold her? And, I really try to allow her to do those things in those moments at the beginning now, because I just want her to have the ability, to have that ownership of helping take care of the baby and being able to give her love whenever. And I don't want her to feel left out. But it does wake the baby up, breaks the cycle a little bit of the rhythm that I have her in. And she's not always happy about it. So, that's, I don't know, that's, I guess, part of it. And I'm just trying to navigate that with love and not frustration, because I gotta say, sometimes it is pretty frustrating. But I do notice that the days that I get more frustrated is just when I have a lot to do that day. I have more things on my plate. I need to pay bills and, get some stuff organized and do, some work on answering emails for Zen Mama or Bayo and, stuff like that. And it just feels like I have so many things to do. And yet when the cycle's broken and the baby's awake and then you have to kind of start over again, you're just like, it's that much further until I'm able to get some work done, So currently, I don't know if you can hear my dog, but he's barking at me because he's cold. He's outside. It's probably 67 degrees. And he's a Mastiff, and he's like, it's too cold for me. And he's standing in the sun. I'll bring you in a minute. And he speaks perfect English. So he has that going for him. Hi. I know. Hey, buddy. Hi. So, oh geez, is he gonna do this the whole time? So I would really love to, at some point here, bring Eric on and talk a little bit about Dad's experience in the first few months. I mean, Winter is now 2 months old. And I think it's different with every kid. It was definitely different when we had baby number 2 because Eric was really focused on making Wyatt feel, seen and heard, and he did such a good job with that. And with baby 3, there just seems to be an ease with the family where she's sort of folded into our lives. And I also noticed that I'm more relaxed. I noticed that Eric is more relaxed. And we just kind of have like a rhythm going because we've done this twice before. So I would love to, I'm sure you guys would love to hear Dad's perspective on that. So I will get him to come on here at some point as well, and I'll let you know when that's going to happen. No pressure, Eric. And what else? So, I've been watching the Wonder Weeks to see how she's sort of measuring up to what's happening with the Wonder Weeks, and when she has stormy days or happy days, or I think my favorite thing that's happening right now is that she's smiling more and more. And when you communicate with her, she's really listening and watching, and she's like, her eyes kind of do this like thing, where they open a little bit more, and she gets this wide mouthed kind of gummy smile on her face, and you can see her really taking it in, and it's fascinating to watch her little baby brain working to be like, okay, that's my mom. My mom's doing something funny, or that's my brother and my sister. They're doing something weird, and that's funny to me, or that makes me smile. It's familiar. That is just so fascinating and exciting, and it just pumps me up because I love these first few months of life and just watching the way that they develop and how they see the world, and and then how they respond. So she's holding her head up more now. She's looking around and tracking a little bit better. I'm noticing that she talks more now. I know she was doing some like goo-goos and gagas the last time that we spoke, but now she's really using like the back part of her throat a little bit, and she's doing like some gurgly sounds, and it sounds like she's trying to like say some kind of word. Obviously she's not, but those first baby sounds are just, different ways that they're trying to communicate with you. And it's really fun to hear her do that. And then I'm noticing that she's playing with her hands too a lot more. She's like, if you're holding her, sometimes she'll just kind of do like this. And then she's like gnawing all over her fist. She drools way more than I remember my other 2 kids drooling. So when we went to see the doctor, he was like, this is teething. I mean, obviously teething can last for so long. You maybe won't see a first tooth until 6 or 7 months, but these early signs of like drooling and chewing on your fist, that's called teething, and teething can last for so long. For all the new mamas out there that see these early signs and think, oh, my baby's gonna get a tooth next week, sure, it could happen, but most likely, if you're excited about that, don't get your hopes up. That's probably not gonna happen until 5, 6, 7 months down the road. And for me, it felt like it took so long with Wyatt. And then when I first saw the bit of tooth, I was like, whoa, he's gonna have like a full tooth in a week. And it took like a month for a tooth to come in. It felt like forever to see that first tooth in, maybe even longer. And so that part, I had no idea that was part of it. So let's see. And it does feel like she's really filling out, becoming a much, fuller baby and not looking so newborn-like. The newborn little squishy, fragile jelly babies that they are. Now, she's a little sturdier. I'm not as terrified when I watch my 4-year-old hold her. I'm not as scared. But, you know, it's still a little bit like, okay, you're doing great. You're doing great. A little nervous. I'm gonna quietly take the camera into the bedroom and show you Winter. So, oh, you know what else I was gonna tell you is that of all the baby gear, I use that carrier that I was talking about so much, ARTIPOPPE, ARTIPOPPE, Artipop. I use that one nonstop, but also this little bassinet, the bassinet basket from Plum and Sparrow, and the little rocker, which is I think a new product for them, is putting this basket in the rocker. But when she wakes up, she rocks herself back to sleep because she kind of kicks her legs. And I didn't have this with my other bassinets or whatever, and I ended up giving them away to friends when they had babies. And this thing is awesome. She loves it. So I'll show you, that's where she is right now. Sleeping in my room. Of course, they always wake up a little bit when you walk into the room. So hopefully she'll stay asleep. But, so she had a passy in her mouth. Sometimes she sucks on a passy in her nap, and then sometimes she'll spit it out and then not have it. And I do have to work hard to get her to take a passy. I don't know if you guys use passies with your babies or not. I know some people are very opposed to them. I got these natural rubber ones from this company, Hevea, Hevea, I think is the name of it, through Sprout San Francisco, which is a store that I just love, and everything is like chemical free and natural and organic, and they sell Bayo there. But I found that passy there, and she loves it, but for her to take any passy is really hard. So I kind of like put it in her mouth, and I'm like, you know, to try to get her to take it. And sometimes it takes a little bit of effort, like multiple times. As she's getting tired, she'll keep like spitting it back out and then smiling at me. And I'm like, oh, okay, just take it. Because the moment she starts sucking on it, she falls asleep. So it's not that I necessarily want her to have a passy, you know, all the time or anything, but it is a nice thing to have if you're kind of wanting them to fall asleep on their own, or if they're in the car seat and they need a little comfort. You know, we're gearing up to possibly drive to Idaho so we can spend time in Idaho over the holidays. And if we do that, then that's 16 hours in the car. I'm gonna need tips with a newborn baby. She'll be 3 months old. So anyway, okay, that's it for this one. Please send in any questions you have for Eric, because I'm gonna get him on here. And also, if you just want to chat about anything else having to do with baby, you can direct message me. Thank you. Bye.